Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Well, I'm going to get some seeds planted today, and I'm either going to use this peat moss or I'm going to use this seedling starting mix. So stay tuned and let's see what we're going to figure out. So I'm going to add 2 small pots full of this perlite, and then I've decided to use the peat moss as my growing medium today. For my bell peppers. You know, I grow bell peppers and I've been eating them all spring, summer, and I left them out and they froze and I threw them away. So now I have no bell peppers. I actually had to go to the store to buy some very expensive. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to grow them in the house. So that's what I'm doing here. So I'm going to add equal parts of the perlite and the peat moss. So I'll put 2 of these small containers of peat moss in here with the perlite. Now, I'm not going to worry about any fertilizer because, you know, that normally seeds have their own nutrients in them until they actually sprout. And then we're going to put some type of organic fertilizer in the mix. I don't think I showed you this, but you see that green tray over there? I'm going to bottom water this mixture. Let it sit for maybe an hour, hour and a half, and then go ahead and plant. Just slightly compress, very lightly, and then add another layer. Add it in your water, let it sit for a couple of hours. So for these next seeds, I'm going to add some worm casting for my cordyline. So I'm adding these worm castings for the cordyline because they need just a little bit more food, a little bit more nutrients than my peppers do at the seed stage. So that's why I'm adding some worm casting. Still trying to stick with the soilless medium, but, you know, adding a little nutrient. I'm going to bottom water these 2 small pots too. I'm a fan of bottom watering when you're starting your seeds. So I think right now I have about 4 or 5 different colors of sweet bell peppers. But today we're going to go ahead and plant some of these, some yellow, red, and green, because I just need some in the house. I cannot believe the prices for sweet peppers in the supermarket. So let's go ahead and get those planted. And then next, I'm going to plant these cordyline. Let me see if I can get a picture in here. Hold on. So there's a picture of my cordyline. It looks like the one I already have, but I purchased that one because I was just so unsuccessful in sowing those seeds a few years ago, but I'm going to try again now. So I'm going to show you the seeds here in a minute, and then I'm just going to sprinkle the seeds on top and then add some vermiculite to keep the moisture around the top, since these seeds are like topsoil, very lightly covered, because that vermiculite will keep the moisture on them. Now both of these will be covered and placed on a heat mat until they germinate. These smaller pots here, I'm going to use some plastic wrap and then secure it with a rubber band to retain the moisture. Now on these, I had another pack on the inside, and I decided to go ahead and sow these because actually these had more successful germination last year. So let's just do red and green. And although I didn't show it, after I add a layer of vermiculite on these pepper seeds, I go ahead and add another layer of my growing medium. I appreciate everybody stop by. Thank you for watching. You guys have a great day. God bless.